Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Thursday, and we've got some stuff to talk about. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so the craziest news that's come out this week is that The Rock is up for a Marvel role. And what role is he up for? He's up for the role of Apocalypse himself. Now, this is going to be unique. This isn't the first time we've seen him come into the forefront like this. This isn't the first time he's had an on-screen live-action appearance. He was played by Oscar Isaacs. But that's one of those movies that a lot of fans maybe don't want to talk about, or the ones who do like the movie, they probably like Oscar Isaacs in that role and wish that he would stay in that role, but he has his own role in Marvel. I've always thought that he should look big. I've always thought that he should have some muscle tone. And having The Rock play him is a good deal. However, this is not something to be taken as fact yet. This is not something that is confirmed. A lot of people that are confirming this have no more credit than your average Reddit person. However, My Time to Shine Hello, who does have a lot of credit, has been saying that this is true. They have been saying that this is going to happen. And even though you take it with a grain of salt, they have been right in the past. So you have to take it with a little more than just your average grain of salt and look at it as a real possibility. Once you start to get some of these big people saying that this is true, then you know that there is that possibility it's true. And I couldn't be happier. I think that The Rock being in the MCU is a good idea. I mean, he isn't going to be in the DCU anymore, at least not for a long time, if at all. And that's kind of odd because I thought that his Black Adam was amazing. I thought he did a really good job playing the part. I thought that it looked amazing. The movie wasn't the best superhero movie of all time, but it definitely had its moments where it kept me interested. And it had a lot more to do with Dwayne Johnson's performance than it did with it being hyped up as the first appearance of the returned Henry Cavill. So when I look at it that way, I can't be mad at The Rock for taking a part in Marvel when he's not going to have a future in DC. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about just briefly today is Superman's new costume, but not just Superman's new costume. I wanted to talk about the entire poster, the entire image that was revealed to us, because there's a lot more to it than just his costume. But let's break the ice with just his costume at first. So I have noticed a lot of people talking about the collar. They don't like the way it kind of goes around. I think it's an interesting choice. It actually works. It doesn't change anything about the costume itself. Then you have the people that have been talking about how the costume looks. It's not a rubbery looking suit. It's more cloth. It's going to wrinkle. It's going to crease. And for me, that's a plus. I want my superheroes to have costumes that looks like you could buy them in the store. Why should the superheroes have costumes that look plastic or look fake? I'm a strong believer in that they should have costumes that look plausible. And it's got to be something that looks like maybe his mom built it. Because remember, his original outfit, his mom actually made, his Earth mom. So, that sure, he has the one that potentially, like you saw in the Man of Steel, where it was the uniform or whatever. That's fine too if they go that route. But actually, I prefer Superman to think of Earth as its home. So having a costume that reflects this more earthbound wear, where it is gonna wrinkle and stuff, is a plus for me. And then I do like the fact that they brought the red shorts back. I'm not going to lie, the red shorts are back, and I kind of do like the idea of him wearing the red shorts. It is a bit controversial because it's gone back and forth. Even in the comics, some artists like the red shorts and some artists don't. And you kind of have to look at it that way. So yeah, there is a bit of there is a bit of divisiveness there among the fans. It doesn't really need to be there because at the end of the day, if you give us a good Superman movie, everybody's going to be there for it anyway. Now, that being said, I thought the suit was okay. And I do like the logo more than I thought I would. So, let's talk about this background to this poster. In the background, you see this beam coming up, and you see what looks like this green around on the inside of this beam. Like it could be something else in there. Now, of course, this is the colors of Brainiac, but I'm going to tell you what else. This could actually be the Green Lantern. This could be Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern fighting Brainiac outside. James Gunn has said Lex Luthor is the main villain of Superman, but it doesn't mean he's not going to have an alternate villain. It doesn't mean that we're not going to get Brainiac for the first time in a movie. And that's kind of what people have started to speculate, that this could be Brainiac based on the colors there. But it could also be a beam of light with the Green Lantern around in that area. This could very well be the case. And if it is, I'm actually down for that. I think that's a great thing. And it's overlooking the city, which I think is cool. Superman's up in some building in the city, changing into his outfit. Now, of course, this isn't going to be in the movie. I want to make that really clear. This isn't going to be in the movie. This is just a still picture that they took because they thought it looked cool to have this kind of thing going on. And of course, there's people that have hated on it. There's memes going around and all of this, but you have to realize that this is not in the movie. This is just something that they thought would be cool to show you, hey, this is Superman. This is a piece of art right here made by the production company. Look at this. Isn't this cool? See the colors in the background. See what this tells you. There's all sorts of Easter eggs. But that's my take on it, that I think it could actually be Green Lantern fighting possibly Brainiac, possibly someone else, and Superman's getting ready to join that fight. But this part will never actually happen in the movie because we'll see whoever's fighting Brainiac and then Superman will join the fight. So when I look at this poster, I'm looking at something that kind of fascinates me. I'm thinking, who could this enemy be that he's facing off against? And is that actually the Green Lantern that we're seeing in that sphere up in the sky? What is going on there? What is this battle? Is this something that Lex Luthor is directly involved in? Is this something that Lex Luthor is behind? I start thinking all sorts of possibilities when I look at this poster. And I think that a poster that gives you those sort of thoughts where you're wondering what exactly is going on is one that has succeeded in its mission. It succeeded in its quest to make you actually ponder what's going on in this entire thing. The idea that they could be doing something drastically different from any Superman movie we've ever seen before has always been sort of the selling point. Granted, I want a Superman that is iconic. I want a Superman that feels like Superman. And that means having Superman kind of go through a bit of trauma in the movie. I'm okay with that. I am completely okay with him going through trauma in the movie, and this poster makes it look like sort of maybe he's had some battle damage as well. It looks like he's been beaten down a bit, and if that's the case, that also makes me excited because I always like a movie where the villain succeeds at first a little bit, just so that the hero has the challenge to actually come back and defeat the villain. It always makes for a much better movie than when the hero sort of pounds the villain into oblivion without ever actually earning that potential victory. And so this poster excites me every way I think it's supposed to. And that makes for a good poster. Even if this is not a publicity poster that's going to be the poster of the movie, this is what we're getting as sort of this reveal of the costume, a little Easter egg to all of the things going on, and I think it succeeds in what it sets out to do. But that being said, I do want to know what you guys think about this poster. Does this poster excite you? What are your thoughts on the costume? What are your thoughts on the things going on in the background of this costume? Where exactly do you think Superman is in this picture? So as always, we want to know what you guys think. Make sure you're leaving us a comment in the comment box below. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of the conversation as well. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. We appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. And then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.